Okay, we got some moisture issues in the garage. East, west, southwest corner of the garage. You got wood rot all in here, damaged sheetrock. Okay, so this is pretty messed up right there. And this corner, again, west southwest corner is where your main service panel and what we call the sub panel is over here. Okay, we got some issues. This panel's been replaced. See all these wire nuts? Okay, so there should be a building permit somewhere. Good luck finding that. It shouldn't have a gap more than 1/8 of an inch. This is called bundling. Alright? You're only supposed to have 2 coming in these smaller knockouts. These larger knockouts are for L1 and L2. Alright, but this is a lot more convenient to do that. So they do that. That's called bundling. These wires should not be touching the panel cover. Again, you shouldn't have. This panel should have been nailed. This box, this cabinet should have been nailed in. Those sheetrock screws right there. They're fast. They're tight. I get that. But they don't have any shear strength. They're not the shear strength that nails do. So if this structure experienced a tornado, for example, this box would stand a lot better chance of staying in here if it was nailed in instead of screwed in. Coming along here, okay, we got some white tape on that. I'm going to let that go, but this is L1 and L2, and you should have rubber covers on there to keep people from being shocked. Wires touching the cabinet cover, I believe I already said that. They're really not supposed to be wrapped in a radius tighter than 7 inches either. I hardly ever mention that. Okay, you got white hots coming in here. If somebody doesn't know that's hot, then they don't need to be in this panel. But by the way, you do have white hots coming in here, and they should have black tape wrapped on them, like your neutral has white tape wrapped on it. Okay, coming along here, this is just about all. Okay, the bonding location should be labeled inside of here. I haven't found the bonding yet, by the way. Okay, this is the cover, dead front cover plate for the main panel, and these should not be, excuse me, these should not be hand labeled like this. They should be printed like this. And this is the sub panel, and the same thing. And not only should it be hand labeled, or printed, but you just don't do plugs. It's supposed to be a little more specific than that. Allergies? I'm sick of them. I imagine you are too. Mine. Okay, this is the sub panel. Anytime you have a knockout like this, it's supposed to have a connector on it. So that's a connector right there. You're supposed to have a connector. Okay, all these wires come in here. You got all these open knockouts. You got the gaps, just like the other panel. You got the screws, just like the other panel. Bonding location. You do not have L1 and L2. Does not have the protective covers on them. They're really not touching the wall, so that's a little different. But the grounding and the neutral bus bar has been bonded, and you do not do that in the sub panel. Okay, you do that on this panel, but over here you don't do that. You're supposed to have home runs that go back to this panel. So the way this is set up, current can work backwards through the system and cause errant problems like getting shocked. Okay, the neutral shouldn't be double lugged. It's right there on that ground, and it also should not be sharing the ground. So that's about all we have right now, but these are the electric service panels.